Hey everybody, and welcome back to another Wheel of Time video. Today's video is another installment in my Wheel of Time TV show casting series, taking a look at some of the major casting choices and who I believe the most viable candidates for the role would be. We'll analyze some popular fan choices, and then I'll give my opinion as to who I believe will be the best candidate for the role. If you'd like to check out the other installments in the series, make sure to go to my channel and watch the casting playlist and check out some of my other Wheel of Time videos as well. In today's video, we'll be casting the character of Lan Mandragoran, warder to Moraine. As the blurbs we're getting from the showrunners about the upcoming show appear to be making Moraine the main character for the first season, it makes sense that Lan would be a main focus as well. Before going too much further into the video, I do want to mention that I will be announcing a very cool contest at the end of this video. Make sure to stay tuned to the very end to get the details. And with that said, let's go ahead and throw up a spoiler warning for the video. This video will carry a spoiler warning of green, meaning that it will have no spoilers beyond some very basic character details, so feel free to watch without any risk of having the plot spoiled for you. So for each candidate I'll be examining for the role of Lan Mandragoran, we'll be answering 4 questions. Number 1, do they fit the physical description from the books, or could they be altered to fit the description in a believable manner? Number 2, do they have the acting chops to pull off the role? Number 3, are they currently available to start filming this year? And number 4, are they realistic and affordable for television? So with those out of the way, let's give a description of Lan's appearance and personality so we can get to know what he's intended to be. Lan is 46 years old at the start of the series. He's very tall, right around 6'5", and has a lean but very muscular body. He has shoulder-length hair that's gray at his temples, and he has striking blue eyes. His face is angled and weathered, but without age lines. His face is often stoic and cold. Lan is an accomplished sword fighter and a physical specimen, so whoever plays him will need to be capable of realistic combat and having an intimidating presence. In terms of Lan's personality, he is stoic to pain and personal suffering, often giving off a cold killer type demeanor. But he also feels deeply and loves very passionately, so whoever plays him will need to be able to show cold, emotionless expressions and express deep care and passion at times. So there will be a wide range necessary to make Lan feel real on the screen. With basic descriptions of Lan out of the way, let's dive into the list of the most commonly suggested actors by the community to play the part of Lan Mandragoran. There were numerous candidates mentioned by the community in my research, so I did have to narrow the list down to just a few, otherwise this video would have been an hour long. But I will mention some of those I left off of my list here right before I give my opinion at the end. Our first actor is Ken Watanabe. He's a 59-year-old actor from Japan, best known to a Western audience for his roles in The Last Samurai, Inception, and Godzilla. He received an Oscar nomination for Best Supporting Actor for his role in The Last Samurai and received both a Tony Award and Grammy Award nominations for his work on the stage performance of The King and I. So does Ken Watanabe, I have no idea if I'm pronouncing that right, meet the physical descriptions to play Lan? Well, he is on the taller side, coming in at 6 feet tall. He absolutely has the stoic face, and while he doesn't have blue eyes, I really don't think this is going to be a major issue. From a physical standpoint, he doesn't have a clear martial arts background, so it would require training on his end to do the fighting necessary for the role, unless stuntmen were used throughout. He's also on the older side, at 59 now, and if the series were to last 7 or 8 years, he would be in his mid-60s by the end. I think he absolutely has the face to play the role, I'm just unsure about his physical abilities.
The perfect blossom is a rare thing. You could spend your life looking for one, and it would not be a wasted life.
Who sent those men to kill you?
I'm writing a poem about a dream I had. The tiger's eyes are like my own, but he comes from across a deep and troubled sea.
For acting chops, Ken Watanabe is an amazing actor and could absolutely nail this role. He can pull off a strong stoic type as well as show emotion, as seen in his role in The Last Samurai. So is he available? Well, he just finished production of the Godzilla sequel, Godzilla King of the Monsters, and is currently providing a voice role to Kensuke's Kingdom, an upcoming animated film. He should be available to film the show, but he is also currently going through a cancer treatment for stomach cancer. He's had cancer a number number of times over his career and is currently going through another treatment. Is he feasible and affordable for television? Well, he's never done a regular television role in his past, typically sticking to movies. I don't think he'd be too expensive, but this would be his first major television role. So what's the verdict for Ken Watanabe? Well, I think his age and health are what will keep him from being a feasible candidate at this point. I think he can pull off the physical parts of the role necessary, but as he's about to turn 60 and his cancer treatments will likely keep him out of major physical acting, I think there's also some risk from bringing him on to a show that should span that long given his health issues. I'd say that this is probably a no. Our next actor is Oded Fair.
Oded Fair.
Oded Fair is a 48-year-old Israeli-born actor best known for his work in the movies The Mummy, The Mummy Returns, and the Resident Evil franchise. He has also had regular roles on the television shows Sleeper Cell and Covert Affairs. So does he meet the physical requirements for the role? Well, he has the height. Oded stands at 6'2" and has played physical roles in the past, playing Assad agents and fighter-type roles in movies. He has the slightly graying hair, and again, although he doesn't have the blue eyes, I don't think this is going to be a big deal. He has strong features and can pull off the stoic look. He again doesn't have any martial arts experience, but this may not be a big deal with stunt doubles. For acting chops, Oded is certainly a strong actor, although he has never carried a television series, always playing side characters. Playing Lan, however, won't make him a main character, so he is probably well suited for this role. He has also played similar roles to Lan before. My only question comes with the passionate parts of the role of Lan. I think he could be stoic, but I haven't really seen the dramatic chops I'd like to see for him to pull off Lan later in the series.
Now I would kill you and take it anyway.
I think not.
Oded, what are you doing here?
Perhaps explanations are best kept for later.
Oded Fair.
Lochna?
As far as I can tell, he's currently available. His last projects have been television shows, and he's currently not working on anything else I could find. Is he feasible for television? Well, yes, he is. He's done quite a bit of television acting and would absolutely be affordable as well. So what's the verdict here? He could play the part and wouldn't be a bad choice. I just think there are some better candidates out there. He is feasible, but maybe not ideal. Our next actor is a major fan favorite for the role, Mads Mikkelsen. Mads is a Danish-born actor who's currently 53 years old. He is best known for roles in the James Bond movie Casino Royale, the Danish film The Hunt, and playing Hannibal Lecter in the television series of the same name, and his roles in Rogue One and Doctor Strange. He's won a number of Zulu Awards for Best Actor and been nominated for a Fangoria Chainsaw Award for the Best Actor on Television Series, and also won a Cannes Film Festival award for Best Actor. So does he have the physical appearance to pull off Lan? Well, he is 6 feet tall, so he's right about the right height. He does have the stoic face down. He has chiseled facial expressions that show Lan's weathered face. He is getting older now, and this will be a physical part. I think he can pull this off, but he probably will need stunt doubles to do much of the fighting.
I suppose our friend, Mr. White, will have told you that I have provided reliable banking services for many other freedom fighters over the years.
Do you believe in God, Mr. Le Chief?
No. I believe in a reasonable rate of return.
Does he have the acting chops? Well, duh. He's amazing and can pull off any part that he takes. Based on what I've seen of him, I have trouble picturing him being romantic with that special someone for those of you who've read the series, but I have no doubt that he'd be great in the part. Is he available? Well, he appears to be. His last project was a movie called Chaos Walking, which is in post-production right now, and he has no other projects I could find. Is he feasible for television? Well, this one's tough. He has done television quite successfully in the past, playing Hannibal Lecter, but that was in the lead role. I'm not sure an actor of his caliber would be a good fit in a role like Lan, that while important is not a main role in the story. So what's the verdict? Well, we'd be lucky to get Mads as Lan, but I just don't see that happening, just due to his history and the fact that this isn't a main role. The next actor we're going to take a look at for the role of Lan is Keanu Reeves. Keanu Reeves is a 54-year-old Canadian-born actor best known for his roles in the popular movies Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure, Point Break, Speed, John Wick, and the Matrix trilogy. Does he meet the physical requirements? Well, he's 6'1", so he has the height necessary. He has the good looks and facial features to play Lan, and has often played physical fighter types in the past. So I think he would have the physical chops to pull this off. He is now in his mid-50s, and I do think the age will make a difference here, as he would be 60 by the time the show was halfway complete. He's a very bankable actor, but I wouldn't call him a great actor.
So the terrified boy returns as a man.
I have come for your help. We are in need of swords.
He typically does play the stoic and solemn characters well, though, and so I think he could play Lan based off of the typical character that he plays. So is he available? Well, he looks to be currently available, as his last 3 movie projects are now currently in post-production, and he doesn't appear to have any new projects. Is he feasible, though? Well, that's a different story. He has never done television and is a very bankable leading man for movie franchises. I think there's almost no chance he takes the role as a side character on a television show. So what's the verdict? I think he could pull off the role fine, but he is just absolutely not feasible to play Lan in the Wheel of Time based on his normal roles and the fact that this is just a side role without much of a speaking part. Our next actor is Joe Manganiello, a 42-year-old American-born actor best known for his roles on the HBO show True Blood and his movie roles in Magic Mike. He has won Saturn and Scream Awards for his role as Alcide in True Blood. Does he fit the physical descriptions of Lan? He most certainly does. He is 6'5", making him the right height for the role and the tallest actor we've looked at so far. He has a hulking body, looking kinda like me. And while he doesn't have the martial arts experience or major fighting experience, he can pull off the physical presence that Lan has for sure. In regards to his acting chops, he's a very good actor despite often playing physical roles due to his body. His work on True Blood demonstrates that he could absolutely do the stoic and hard look that Lan requires while also having a passionate side to him.
Suki, where are you at?
Oh, thank you for coming. I was checking the woods out back one more time. There's no sign of him.
How can Eric be running around in the daylight?
It's a long, strange story. I'll tell you on the way.
Is he available? Well, he has no current projects, and with his movies being in post-production, so he would be available for the role. He is also very feasible for television, as he has played side television roles before and has had recurring characters on TV for his entire career. He's also a major Dungeons & Dragons fan, so I can see him having an interest in a major fantasy series. So what's the verdict? I think Joe Manganiello would make an outstanding Lan. He checks all the boxes and would be very plausible and a great choice. Our next actor is Anson Mount. Anson Mount is a 46-year-old American actor best known for his roles in Marvel's Inhumans and the current season of Star Trek Discovery. Does he meet the physical description of Lan? Well, yeah, almost perfectly. He's 6'1", so he has the height and stature, and he's got great facial features. The only complaints here is that he might have too good of a smile, and he doesn't really give off the cold killer vibe that you want from Lan. He isn't a martial artist or anything, so he'd have to learn basic sword techniques or have stunt doubles do his fighting.
I lied. To protect the others from the truth. The truth is, you were right about us. I know what it's like to live with doubt, and I guess I didn't want that for you.
For acting chops, he's a pretty good actor, but he hasn't done too many roles like Lan that I know of. He seems almost too clean-cut in the roles I've seen him in to really nail the coldness of Lan. For availability, he is currently a regular on Star Trek Discovery, and it is unknown if he will reprise his role for Season 3, or if he'll be moved off the show like they've done with previous captains on that show. So is he feasible? Well, if he's available, he's certainly feasible for television, as that's where much of his career has been, and what he's most known for. I think he would be affordable as well, but that's all based on whether he'll be available after this season of Star Trek Discovery. So what's the verdict for Anson Mount? Well, it's unsure if he's available, but he would be a serviceable Lan if chosen, and he could learn to portray an icy and cold character, I think. I just don't think he's the ideal pick. Our last actor is Daniel Wu. Daniel Wu is a 44-year-old American-Canadian actor best known for his work in Chinese cinema. But in the West, his recent role has been Into the Badlands, which he starred in and also was the executive producer. Does he have the physical chops to pull off this role? Well, he's 6 feet tall and a very accomplished martial artist. He is trained in multiple weapons techniques as well as having a very stoic face and muscular body. He still actively trains in wushu daily. He could absolutely pull off the physical parts of this role, and we'll talk about that more in a moment. He's a very good actor, and his performance in Into the Badlands shows you a bit of what he could do in playing a character with that stoic personality but yet having inner passions. He won many awards for his acting in China, and I think he would be great for the role. Is he available? Well, he should be. His last project was the show Into the Badlands on AMC, which he also produced. It was recently canceled after 3 seasons, making him available to do the Wheel of Time. Is he feasible? Well, this is a good question. His only television work that he has ever done was the role on Into the Badlands, which is the show that just ended, and he was a producer there. He hasn't done much television before that, so it's unknown if he would do another TV show. He is an accomplished Chinese market actor. I think where he could play a main role is in the form of a producer or in a fighting consultant or choreographer. He did much of the choreography for Into the Badlands, and I could see him overseeing the same with the Wheel of Time as well as starring as Lan. The sword and weapon forms are a very prevalent part of the books, and I think it would be important to develop distinct fighting styles for each of the cultures on the show, so having a martial arts expert like him be a part of it would be really important. So what's the verdict? I think he would be an amazing choice for Lan. If he could get a further role in the show beyond just the part of Lan, I think Daniel Wu would join the team and could be an ideal choice. So before I give you my opinion on what I think will happen, let me take a second to throw up on the screen here some candidates that I left out of the list just so you can see that they were considered. Most of them simply aren't feasible or available, and I had to shorten the list to make the video more brief. So what do I think is going to happen? If I had to bet, I think it will likely be someone that we didn't talk about on the list. I think Lan could be an unknown actor or somebody new, but who I would like, well, surprisingly after some thought, I actually think I'd like to see Daniel Wu get the role. I previously thought Joe Manganiello would be the best bet, but I would really like to see the fighting done well on the show, and Daniel Wu not only brings the ability to showcase the martial arts abilities and the weapons abilities, but also the expertise to choreograph the fighting for the rest of the show, and train the other actors and actresses in various weapons. I think he would be the ideal choice. So Rafe, if you're watching this video, which I'm sure you are, reach out to Daniel Wu. I would love to see him be a part of this show. So what do you guys think of my analysis here? Is there somebody I didn't mention that you think would be great? Do you agree with my choices? Please let me know in the comments below. Also, if you like the video, please give it a like and subscribe to the channel to be updated when I release new content. So as I mentioned at the beginning of the video, I'm going to run a contest here over the next 1 week period, starting from the release of this video. I'm going to be giving away a copy of the Wheel of Time Companion, a must-have for any Wheel of Time fan. It has more information from Robert Jordan's notes and was put together by Brandon Sanderson and Harriet after the completion of the books. I will send the winner of the contest the book to wherever they live in the world. So how do you enter the contest? Well, it's simple. Enter my personal Discord server and leave a comment for my next Q&A video in the contest question section. All you got to do is leave me a question that you want me to answer in that video. That's it. I will then put the names in a hat in a week, and if your username is selected in the Discord, I will mail you out a free copy of the companion. That's simple. You can learn how to join the Discord by visiting my Patreon. The link is down in the description below. Hey guys, thanks for all the support and helping the channel grow. Until next time.
Tinker in the kitchen with a job of work to do. Mistress up above, slipping on a rope of blue. She prances down the staircase, a fancy oh so free, crying, Tinker, oh dear Tinker, won't you mend a pot for me?